Alright, hey you guys, this is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Sword Art Online 2, episode 20, Sleeping Nights. This episode, second, is just so freaking awesome and she's so cute. But from now on, I will refer to Zekin as Yuuki. Yuuki is just so freaking awesome. She has probably quickly become one of my favorite characters because she's just so cute and she's so genuine. I like that about her. So, in this episode, we see, Asuna finally gets to meet the rest of the Sleeping Knights. There are 6 of them all together, including Yuuki. And that name, you'll figure out why that name is important later on, but the Sleeping Knights are so freaking awesome, and all of them are OP. Every last one of them are OP. They're able to get through a dungeon that would normally take 40 people with just 6. And now they needed 7 people, which explains why Yuuki was doing the duels, because she needed to find somebody strong to help them get through a dungeon, because they said by the spring everybody's going to be doing their own things with their own lives and they want to be able to put their name on the stone tablet on the first floor, and pretty much the Swordsman Memorial, I believe that's the name of it. They want all of their names to be on it, and if they go in with multiple groups, only the leader's name will be on it, and they want all of their names to be on that stone, which I thought was so freaking awesome. It's gonna be awesome watching this arc. This arc is probably gonna be it's gonna be sad and awesome. So in this episode, we see they are talking to Asuna, and we learn a little bit about each one of them, and Asuna's getting ready to leave, and when she's about to walk, she's walking, and her mom unplugged her machine, and her mom is just such a butthole. I don't understand. She's just mean for no reason. I honestly do not understand why her mom is so hateful, but she unplugged the cord, or unplugged her machine, and Asuna's like, why did you unplug it? Blah, blah. Her mom was like, you're late. And she was literally 5 minutes late for dinner. It's ridiculous. She was 5 minutes late for dinner, and her mom came up there and unplugged her. And she told her, she was like, you remember last month when you were late for dinner, I told you that if you were late again, I was going to unplug you. I was going to disconnect you. And Asuna got mad and was talking, her mom was like, I don't understand why you would want to play this game. You were trapped in there for 2 years. You would think that after that you wouldn't even want to see the game again. And Asuna was like, this is nothing like the nerve gear. And her mom, I feel like she can somewhat understand how she's feeling because of the expressions on her face, but she doesn't care. So she told Asuna that if it happens again, she's going to take her machine away, and Asuna was just like, I'm sorry. So she told her to come down for dinner, and Asuna was like, I'm not hungry. So mom was like, well, do whatever you want, and she left out the room. Asuna got dressed and went outside, and she was looking at her phone. She was looking at her call log, and she saw the show that Kirito called her, and she started crying. You see the teardrop hit her phone, and it was just really sad. I feel bad for Asuna. So after all of that, they show Asuna was back in the game, and she had completely spaced out. And they were talking to her, and they were like, well, let's go scout out this dungeon. So they went to go scout out the dungeon, and while they were fighting, Asuna was like, y'all are awesome. Pretty much, that's pretty much her reaction. Y'all are awesome. And she didn't understand how they were able to get through this dungeon so quickly with literally only 6 people. And they were about to enter the boss's room, and Asuna felt the presence of a person there. And she sent out these little fishies, and they uncloaked the people that were standing in the corner. And they show a symbol of a horse on top of their health bar, which pretty much means that they're in a guild. And Asuna pretty much told them, asked them what they were doing there and why they were there, and they pretty much said that they were just waiting for their friends, blah, blah, blah. So Asuna and everybody went ahead and walked by, and they went into the room, and they were fighting, and they died. And then they showed, once everybody died, they all were, walking out of the save point, and Asuna hurried up and yanked Yuuki over to the side and then told everybody to come over there to her and said that pretty much those 3 people that were standing outside the door had sent a little lizard. And the lizard has the ability, they can see what the lizard sees. So they were watching them fight, and most of the, like, there's a big guild in ALO that pretty much scouts out bosses, and then they see how they, like, what their attack patterns are and weaknesses and defenses are, and then they go in and take them out in one blow. Which really sucks because the good people, like the Sleeping Knights, who go through and do awesome, and then they have no chance at going in it again because of this, sucks. So Asuna was telling them that we can hurry up and go back and get there before they start, and then we'll be able to finish the boss battle, blah, blah, blah. And once they got there, most of the guild was already there. Like, half the guild was already there, which sucked. And she was like, Asuna walked up and was like, can we go through since y'all aren't going yet? And they were like, no, we need like another, you have to wait like an hour before you can go in there because we're going in there first, blah, blah, blah. And Asuna got mad, and Yuuki walked up and started fighting the dude, and Yuki's just so freaking awesome. And he was like, you used a surprise attack, blah, blah, blah. She was like, it's just like, no, Yuki's just better than you. That's all it boils down to. So they were about to fight, like they were literally about to fight. Asuna prepared herself. She even took out her sword, so like they were about to go down, and Asuna was like, if I hadn't hesitated, then we could have done this, blah, blah, blah. And then you see like another group coming towards them, and you see Kirito, and Kirito like zooms past all of them and lands in front of them and sticks his sword in the ground, and it was like, this area is off limits. Kirito's awesome. I love Kirito. Kirito's still probably my favorite character. But Kirito is awesome. So after that, the episode ended, and it was just amazing. This episode was so freaking awesome. I love all of the Sleeping Knights. All of the Sleeping Knights are just so, they're awesome, and they're OP. All of them are OP. So that, I still feel like that's so freaking dope. But there's so much I want to say that I can't say. It's sad, but this episode was awesome. The arc is going to be so freaking awesome and sad and just amazing. I'm so looking forward to seeing the rest of this. But as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. How do you think things are going to turn out? Do you think that they're going to be able to get their name on Stone Tablet before anything serious happens? But as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.